All right. Welcome back, friends. This is your boy Raspupu. Uh, I have been away. I have taken a hiatus. Kind of, was a little. I was a little unsure about the content I wanted to make regarding Predecessor. So I took kind of a break to try to figure out what I wanted to do. But recently I've had breakthroughs in what I wanted to give you guys and what I wanted to talk about because this is the diary of a Moba player. So welcome to my diary. Please, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. That's all I ask. Please like and subscribe. So here I'm going to get into some Kira gameplay. This is me basically dominating on Kira. I'm going to give you a little walkthrough on it, and we're going to look at it, and we're going to see me do what we can. All right? So we start off level 1. It's me and FaZe versus Twin Blast and Narbash. So first thing, I always say, is if you are a FaZe, the stun first, I don't know if that's the best thing to do. Personally, I don't think the stun first, like the long range root sass slow, I don't think that's the best thing to do first thing. But that this FaZe decided to do that, and she got the link second. The Twin Blast, he was too aggressive within the minions, and that's really what got him killed. Both him and the Narbash were too aggressive within the minions. As if you're playing, especially the first 5, I want to say first 5 to 7 levels, always be mindful of your position in minions, because minions hurt, especially in this game, but in almost any MOBA. If you try to fight in minions, the minions are going to do more damage than the person that you're fighting against. And that's really what got me those 2, that double kill early. So, yeah, because I know I couldn't back up. Alright, so I just rolled in. I just dashed into the Twin Blast because I know I couldn't back up on the Narbash. Because if I had backed up, I would have gotten stunned, and then I would have just probably gotten killed because I was already at half health. So I moved forward. I decided to be aggressive, and yeah, that's what happened. Thankfully, they had a Greystone. I think it's a Greystone jungle. Yeah, Greystone jungle, so it wasn't too hard just farming and being just farming on the tower. The thing I like about Kira is that she is a lot easier to farm on the jungle than others. I was playing a little bit too close to the front of the tower just now. If the Twin Blast was a little better, he might have been able to get that kill. But, I wanted to see if I could bait him into stepping into tower and taking tower damage, which might not have been the smartest decision on my part, but it worked out. Missing a lot of CS right now. I don't like it, but
Take it down.
Just trying to be a little aggressive and poke the knob I shot. This particular build with Kira that I use is the Sky Splitter Bone Cruncher. Not bone something. Sky and Bone. Bone Crusher? Bone Cruncher? Can't remember the name of the item.
Time to resupply.
Yeah, I already have my Sky Splitter. I thought Twin Blast would try and stop my back, but he didn't. Yeah, Bone. What was it? Bone something. I'll be forgetting the names of these things, y'all. Bear with me. The Twin Blast is too pushed up, and because of that, he took a lot of damage from Feng Mao. When you play carry or any position really, just remember that you have to be always mindful of where you are in position to the jungler and in position to basically the enemy teammates, not only the jungler, the mid laner, whoever it is. You gotta always be mindful of rotation, so always play safe. You know, I see a lot of people die and get frustrated because they do not play safe. When it's only themselves to blame, because it's like if you caught out, then you should have been playing safe. Otherwise, you end up dying. And especially if your jungler, your enemy jungler has a dash like the Feng Mao. Feng Mao has a dash that does damage and it's one of the longest dashes in the game. So if you do that and you know you have a short dash like Twin Blast, you're not going to be able to get away from him. So you need to really manage where you see. Again, he's trying to fight me in the Nabash is trying to body block, but it's too late. Yeah, and I just flashed. I flashed so that, you know, because even though she might. I didn't know, yeah, I didn't expect him to run away. But I had more minions on my side anyway, so I had the advantage. Bone Saw, there it is. That's the item. I said Bone Crusher. I don't know why I said Bone Crusher. Bone Saw. So the Bone Saw Sky Splitter combo is very powerful on Kira. You don't really get that much power because it's 20 power each. But what they do on hit wise is very powerful because the Bone Saw does max damage on hit on every third strike, and the Sky Splitter does percent health damage, missing and maximum health damage on. So I just did this. I waited. He missed. Yep. They missed. He got the gold buff, but you know I got 2 kills, so you know.
Your power grows.
And thank you. Shout out to my FaZe, a British potato. Shout out to my FaZe for not trying to like steal minions. A lot of times I'll play games and the support will try to be farming minions too, and it's like I don't need you to attack the minions. I got it. You worry about warding, zoning, attacking the enemy, stuff like that. So shout out to FaZe for not attacking minions, making it easier for me to play. But basically they've been fighting minions the whole time, so it's like, okay.
Allied tower under attack.
So just gotta be mindful. So at this point, so one thing about laning, so I'm constantly attacking because at this point I'm up. I'm 7-6. I have 6 kills, 0 deaths. I have a full item ahead of Twin Blast. Right? The phase is healing me. So because of that, what I'm doing is I'm playing push up. So this is something that a lot of people don't explain. So when you up in the lane, you should constantly be attacking the minions, because what you want is you want to force Twin Blast to try to fight on the under tower. You want him not fight but farm under tower. It's harder for him to farm under tower than it is for him to farm in the lane. So what you want to do is you want to make it so that he has to farm on the tower. So that's why I'm constantly pushing him up. Also, the fact that they have a Greystone as a jungler, I know that I don't. Greystone has no CC, so I don't have to worry about the jungler. I don't really have to worry about the jungler, you know, CCing me and then Narbash CCing me. So dying to chain CC. So that's another reason why I'm also being so aggressive, because the only CC I really have to dodge is the Narbash Stunk. If I dodge the Narbash Stunk, then I'm thinking, alright, if I dodge Narbash Stunk, then I'm good. Yes, Narbash has his ult, but even that is not that bad because I have a phase. The phase can always pull me out of Narbash ult. So these are the things that you have to think about when you play. Like, a lot of people play, especially Paragon players, because a lot of them are new to MOBAs. They'll play the game and they'll think about it like it's a shooter, but it's not a shooter. It's a strategy game. MOBAs are strategy games. You have to think. So you have to keep all these things in mind as you lane. So for me, I'm like constantly thinking, okay, where's the Greystone? I know the Zarus has a CC, but it's his ult. Is the Zarus in his lane? How is he doing? Where is the Moragesh? Because the Moragesh has the global. What can I do against that? How do I move in relation to that? Now that I have an advantage because I'm 7 kills, 1 assist, how do I push that lead? How do I make that more of a thing for them? You know? So, and then I did that. I was like, okay, let me just do that. Yeah, good. And the Countess was able to get 2 kills. So, yeah, I sacrificed my wave, but we were again able to push the lead. So with the Countess doing that and the Feng Mao covering in lane. Also, this is something that's crucial. So as you notice, the Countess rotated, right? And if you're a jungler player and you watch the game, you play the game, you notice that the Feng Mao came to the mid lane and made sure that the Morgesh wasn't able to push her lead onto the Countess's tower. That is critical in game because you can't, you know, it's a team thing, so you have to rotate. Everybody fill in. The Countess was ganking for us. She was a mid laner, but she's ganking. So the Feng Mao in turn came and made sure that the Moragesh wasn't able to push her lane and have some type of... Ooh, tower hit me. Yeah, the Moragesh wouldn't be able to basically push the lane and do stuff like that. So I'm here trying to... I see the Feng Mao fighting, but I'm trying to kill the tower so that if they have to leave through the tower, then it would be through this way. Oh wow. And then I was like, yeah, let me do that. Even though I should have gotten closer. I had no more. I was like, alright, cool. I had no more mana, but it still worked. We were still able to get the Twin Blast, but because I was already ahead of the Twin Blast by so much, you know, it worked out. I'm level 9. I think the Twin Blast is level 7. So, and by this point, I have my bone. Was it bone saw? Yeah, I have my bone saw. My bone saw is ready, and I also have my
under attack.
I also have my crest. So I basically have 3 items online. Next item I'm going for is the salvation, because salvation adds tankiness as well as it also has omnivamp. So the idea is that based on the build, this is just how I do it. Based on the build, you get the bone saw. The bone saw adds slow plus max health damage every 3rd hit. The sky spreader does percent health damage, both regular missing health damage, percent of your missing health, and percent of your maximum health. I think it's every 3rd or 4th hit. Every 4th hit. So it's a bunch of percent health and maximum health. Doing that allows you to not only have a lot of on-hit damage, you also have the 40. You also, with the 2 of them, you get 40 power because they're 20 power each. Even though it's much less power than you would if you had another regular item, it's still okay because it adds attack speed. It adds on-hit effects, which your ultimate, as Kira is one of the few champions where her ultimate has on-hit effects. So you have on-hit effects, plus that. So it does a lot. It's a lot of utility in these 2 items, and you just try to build on that.
Allied towers destroyed.
Feng Mao got away.
Allied tower.
They're gonna go on the tower. Then I was like, you know what? Time to do it. And then I just aired them out. Yep. He's like, yep, I got you. I decided to go help the Crunch because it is ours, but the Crunch was able to get out, so I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I was telling the Crunch to go defend right. Oh god, pull him out. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Now I know what I could do. And then I chased. I don't know if I should have chased. Yeah, it was. Can't remember. Made that video a while ago. And I was like, alright, that works. And then I was like, yeah, nah. You're not doing that. Yeah. Got blue because I needed to get the what's his name? I needed mana. And I was trying to get the Crunch. So this is a tactic that I took from League of Legends, but it didn't even work. But what I was trying to do is what you do. This is a tactic I learned from League of Legends. Yeah, so I had the 12-0-3. Pretty much an easy game. They surrendered after 19 minutes or so. So the tactic is and it's something I learned from League of Legends. What happens is if the bottom lane wins lane, they switch to another lane and allow the person to farm. So like with the Crunch, him and the Zarus is going back and forth, even though we won, but what we could have done, and what I was trying to do, was to have the Crunch go and farm easily in our lane, because we still had 2 towers. And the Zarus, he would have... the Crunch would have been there, and we would have been in the solo lane, so we would have been able to contend with the Zarus, because I was already ahead. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this very short video. Please, again, if you like my content, please like, and subscribe. It would do me a great deal of favor. You'd be doing me a great favor. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to have more for you guys coming now. The content is going to be coming more consistently. And we're back. Excited for Sarath. Sarath is next week, the 12th, September 12th. Season 3 begins. Sarath comes. Sarath is my bae from OG Paragon. I actually I might put back up because I have one of my videos, my highlight reels with Sarath. So I'm probably going to put that up in addition to other content. I have other content coming with Crashy. Crashy was in one of my games and a few other things that we're going to talk about. Again, this is Diary of a Moba Player, DOMP. Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.